Welcome to Your City at Work, your program about local government departments and services. Your City at Work is a production of the City of Oshkosh and Oshkosh Community Media Services.
We're here at the new Oshkosh Field Operations Facility. I'm here with Kevin Uhen, Field Operations Manager for the City of Oshkosh, and he's going to show us around today. So let's go ahead and head inside. So this is the office area, front office.
Obviously, our emphasis with our new facility was to consolidate our services that we provide out of this facility, created an open concept situation where our street, sanitation, and central garage personnel are all in one area. Improves our efficiency, our communication. We also wanted to be as environmentally friendly as possible with our construction. So in this area we have, as well as throughout the building, we have occupancy sensors that control the lighting system, and we have programmable thermostats to control our heat and air conditioning systems. Another interesting feature that we incorporated into the facility was polished concrete floors. These floors reduce maintenance costs associated with vinyl and tile flooring, and really is a nice surface for the type of operation that we have, which has both our field personnel as well as office and public utilizing this facility. This is our new lunchroom, conference room, training room. A lot of room, obviously. We'll have finally have all of our groups together. We'll have street sanitation and garage employees together. So we'll have the ability to do our training sessions, and also this room is actually set up that in the future, if needed, this could be the emergency operations center for the city as well. We have a backup generator, and this entire room is on backup power. So it's a nice feature in case we ever wanted to do that in the future. We have vending area, kitchen area for the employees. We have our employee entrance. We have a women's locker room, a small fitness room, our men's locker room.
Am I allowed to come in here?
You are allowed to come in, since we're not occupied yet.
Not yet. Oh, wow.
So again, an area where we'll be able to accommodate all of our employees.
Did you have something like this in the old field operations or the old central garage?
The old central garage had a very, very, very small dark dingy shower area.
This is definitely a major upgrade.
Major upgrade.
So that your guys are excited to be able to get in here pretty soon.
Yes, they've all had the opportunity to tour the facility, and they're very excited and anxious to get in. We have 4 shower areas for the men, and in the women's locker room we have 2. We have our main vehicle parking area for the facility, and again, this is just, we're halfway done approximately. This will be the area for our street and utility parking area.
It's huge. And so this is only half of it.
That's right, yes. It looks very large right now, but once we get the equipment in here, it'll be a little different.
So what kind of trucks can we see parked in here?
In here we'll have everything from our jetterbacks to our tandem axle trucks, single axle plow trucks, our front end loaders, pickup trucks, utility vehicles, sweepers.
And is this kind of more like a parking area, or do you do maintenance as well in these
This
spots?
is primarily a parking area. Again, with the size of the building, we will also be able to leave the plows in the building, so no more hooking up plows in the middle of the winter out in the elements. But this is primarily a vehicle parking area. There will be the ability for the equipment operators to do some minor maintenance. Our main repair area is off to my left. And again, a major improvement over what we currently have. In this area here, we have 6 repair bays. Again, it's an upgrade from what we currently have, and each bay can actually accommodate 2 tandem axle dump trucks at once. The other nice feature is, it's a drive-through. All the bays are drive-through, as they're called, so that we can get either directly from the vehicle parking area or right from the outside.
And really the difference between the old central garage and this is the space that you've got.
Well, that's obviously a major factor, but just the amount of space for the employees to work on the vehicles in this area is just a huge improvement. We have a couple of office areas over here. The first one is our mechanics resource room. So all of their equipment manuals, parts manuals, everything they need will be in this area here. Next up is our mechanics manager, his office area. All of the lights are set on motion sensors, and then they're timed. Again, energy efficiency. Turn on, turn off, only when they're occupied. This is our parts room. Again, quite an improvement. If you've ever been in our current parts room, it's kind of scattered throughout the building, rather small, cramped, really just not efficient at all. So a major improvement for our parts management and inventory management. So as you can see, we're still not set up entirely. There will be storage racks in this area. And back in the corner is a separate room, which is for our fluid distribution system. All of the oils, all of the antifreeze, things like that will be housed in that room, but then piped directly out to the repair areas. So no more spilling and splashing of oil as we go out to the service bays.
Excellent. Great. And now when you say parts, it's this is kind of a silly question of mine because I'm not familiar with mechanics or anything like that. So parts is just if something goes bad in one of the vehicles out there that you
It's actually going to be more of a stores area now. In the past, it was just for repairing of vehicles, parts for vehicle repair. And the change that we're making with our move is now we will also house all of the tools, chainsaws, weed whips, things like that the crews use, and they will have a checkout area that you see over there with the rolling door that each employee will come to that door as well and get the equipment they need for whatever tasks they have for the day. So it'll be a combination of equipment repair parts as well as equipment for the employees to use in their daily tasks.
Great. Another kind of a consolidation.
Correct.
Right.
Additional storage space. This mezzanine area, all the equipment can either be brought up by our overhead crane or by a forklift. And again, it just allows for more storage space for the mechanics. As you can see, we're starting to get some things moved in. but this area will be filled, I'm sure, shortly as we get moved in.
And I know I was told that the heating and cooling system is very efficient here as well. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Well, the building is designed obviously with energy efficiency in mind, and some of the things that we've done with the building are, again, our sanitation area, which we haven't gotten to yet, is on the north side of the building. And so the system is set up so that fresh air is brought in on the south side and exited on the north side. And based on the pressures that are maintained in the building, it basically forces all the air out that way, which in turn will control the odors from our sanitation equipment. We also have a somewhat unique system for the office area and the locker room area that it's a unit that conditions the air in the summer as well as in the winter, so it provides both cool air and heat. And that unit is very efficient. All the thermostats are controlled. Everything's computer nowadays, and the computer controls the temperatures throughout each individual area as well as each individual office.
Very cool.
Another storage area. This area here, as you can see, we came through, will have doors, more of an enclosed area, more of a clean storage area. It also houses our elevator equipment room and our IT services room, which is something new as well. This is something to help back up our systems down at City Hall. If anything happened down there, they now have backup out here.
And you can go outside here too on the balcony type area? Or
actually, what you see out here, this is the roof area above the office. And this area was originally intended to be a green roof. And based on some of the economics involved and some of the other things, it was eliminated from the project, but it is still designed to accommodate that if we decide to go that route in the future. Well, you get a nice view of the vehicle parking area. Like we said earlier, it's only halfway home, so we'll come back in a few months. By the end of the year, the rest of it should be done, and we can really get a great view of the entire vehicle parking area from here.
And it's still amazing to me how this is only half of it, and it's already, I mean, how much bigger is this than the old central garage in terms of, that building? Is it double the size, triple the size?
Again, everybody has to keep in mind that this is a consolidation of multiple buildings. The old central garage itself, square footage wise, was approximately 65,000, and this entire building, when it's all said and done, will be 150,000 square feet.
Wow, great. And so this is phase one. You're going to be moving in?
Phase one, if everything goes right, we should be moving in next week.
Great. Get started on phase two. That old building's coming down. And what's the finish date on the entire project here?
Well, the completion date for phase two, which will not include our salt storage building and our cold storage building, should be December 1st, but for sure by the end of the year.
Wow.
This room here is intended to be our sweeper and sewer utility room. There will be some of their equipment will be stored in here, but the main purpose of this room will have the spare and replacement brooms for the sweepers, and they'll be able to drive into the room and change out their brooms and clean up the vehicle a little bit here in this room versus how we currently do it, which is out in the middle of the aisle of the building and
really?
kind of in the way. So it'll be a nice upgrade for them to be able to do their minor maintenance and room changes here in this room.
To have a dedicated spot for that.
Yep. So our sanitation vehicles will all be housed in this room, this area here. Again, it's a nice space. It'll allow also for the storage of our spare extra carts, both recycling and for garbage.
And so the reasoning behind it being in a separate room?
Primarily the odor.
Yeah, like you
the
said.
The odor issue is the main reason for the separate building. And again, the building is designed so that the exhaust system takes all the odors out through this room. This area here is our CNG Repair Bay. Obviously the difference between a diesel or a gas vehicle, the fuel system, CNG is lighter than air, so it'll rise if you had a leak. And so this room is set up completely enclosed and ventilated to deal with the potential for any kind of leak of the CNG. The room is also equipped with, actually the entire facility is equipped with monitors, sensors to detect if there is a release, and that will activate the exhaust system. This room can also be used just for repairs of any equipment though as well, but any CNG repairs will have to be done in this room.
And how many CNG vehicles do we have?
Throughout the city, we're currently at 14,
Okay.
On our way to, I believe it's 18.
Wow, so
By the end of the
this
year.
room will definitely get some use then.
Well, ideally it doesn't, because that means the equipment's running great and we don't have to repair them. But yes, this room will see some activity, I'm sure. And then our final room is our welding fab area. Again, quite an upgrade from what we currently have. Has its own overhead crane, downdraft table for you do your welding. It'll take any fumes down away from the operator's face. So again, a much cleaner and employee-friendly system. This room will also house all of our fabrication equipment, our lathe, our drill press, our bandsaw, things like that. So the intent is we have a much larger area for the welding that we do, but also a much larger and more organized area for our fabrication area. And you know that's because that area is used by a lot of the employees, whether it's the mechanics or equipment operators for some of the repairs that they do. So again, it's a drive-through bay, enough room for 2 vehicles at a time.
What's on the other side of this wall here?
Well, and that's where all of our
The welding?
drill press, bandsaw, all of those types of machines are going to be located.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking us
Thank
out
you.
here, staying a little late for us on your day. And we're really eager. We'll have to come back at the end of December and see what the finished product is. Take another tour.
Definitely.
Thanks, Kevin.
Glad to have you. Thank you.
That's going to conclude our tour here at the Public Works Field Operations Facility. For more information on this program, you can call Public Works at 236-5065 or visit the city website at ci.oshkosh.wi.us. Make sure to tune into City Cable 10 for all your government programming and replays of your favorite programs. Or watch online at www.oshkoshcommunitymedia.org. You can also check out our YouTube page to watch online and share videos with your friends. If there's a city department that you'd like highlighted on your City at Work, you can email me at emakowski@ci.oshkosh.wi.us. Again, thanks so much for joining us on your City at Work, and we'll see you next time.